Hi there, this is Hayden with Beachwood Marketing. Hope you're having an excellent day. Wanted to make this really in-depth video presentation for you to highlight the Memphis personal injury market. I'm going to look at the online market here and show you who your top competitor is in this space and who's really taking all the business when it comes to online lead generation. So if you're really looking to grow your firm and you want more presence online in particular, I highly recommend that you watch this video. I'll provide a lot of really valuable information about your marketplace and some things that you can do immediately to start getting better positioning or better online real estate positions, as I like to say, within your market to ultimately start generating more cases for your firm. I know your time is incredibly valuable, so let's go ahead and dive into this. There are 5 main sources for online lead generation. There's the Google Map Pack, organic results, pay-per-click advertisement, Facebook lead generation, and business directories. If your clients are finding you through online search, they're probably finding you through one of these 5 channels. So for the sake of this video presentation, I'm really only going to touch on the top 3 here for the sake of time. And there's a couple questions we need to ask ourselves when looking at these 3 sources for lead generation. Number 1 is how much traffic is actually coming into my marketplace and what are people searching for? So is my market that I operate in a viable online market as well? Are people searching for what I do in my market and what are they searching for? So that's the first question we need to understand. The second question is, if it's a viable market and I know where they're searching, how visible am I to all that potential business? So am I in the right online real estate positions to capture the market and to start generating cases? So let's go ahead, with those 2 questions in mind, let's go ahead and take a look at search in your marketplace. When I search Memphis Personal Injury Attorneys, which is one of your top converting highest search key terms, and by the way, I would not be making this video if this was not a viable market. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of searches happening per month for specifically what you do, personal injury law, within this market. So keeping that in mind, let's continue with the conversation. When I search Memphis Personal Injury Attorneys, here are the results that we get. Up top, you have the paid-per-click advertisement section. Now, this is the first section that I'm going to highlight here, and there's a couple things we need to know when looking at paid-per-click advertisement. Number 1 is there is a lot of ways to waste money in paid-per-click advertisement. And you may have already had this experience, but I have talked to hundreds of PI firms, and many of them have dealt with this situation, have wasted a lot of money in ads, and haven't seen too many results. However, if done correctly and optimized efficiently, this can be an incredibly valuable and effective tool for you to start generating leads and cases immediately, starting day 1. So if you're finding yourself on page 2 and beyond, and you want to start generating cases using different online tools, this is a great place to start. Couple things you need to know when dealing with AdWords in order to optimize them effectively for your firm. It's all about quality score. What is quality score? It's the overall quality ranking for your particular ad. Now there's a lot of factors that come into this. One of them being direct relevance for the searcher, meaning if I typed in Memphis Personal Injury Attorneys, you're going to want your ad to target exactly that key term. So this one actually did it correctly. Memphis Personal Injury Attorneys. That's exactly what I typed in, so my eyes naturally go to that ad. So what this means is you got to create separate ads for each and every key term that you're targeting. You can also optimize the content of your ad, so expanding your ad to create more, to take up more real estate on the home page is another effective tool. Having the right click-ins, including your reviews on your ads. These are simple ways that you can improve your effectiveness and increase your conversion percentage over your competition. Now, to decrease your cost per click, because that's the 2 goals here. Number 1 goal is to increase conversion percentage. The second goal is to decrease your cost per click. You can do that many ways. One of the ways being timing your ads, automating your ads to launch into the market when sort of like the stock market prices dropped, meaning a lot of people enter the market first thing in the morning. If you time your ads strategically, you can go in when a lot of people have dropped out because they burned through their ad budget, so you're getting lower cost per click, but they're still at the same value. So these are things to think about when you're optimizing your PPC campaign in order to have it be a successful campaign for your business. So that's really all I'm going to touch on for now when it comes to that section. Next, I'm going to look at this organic section. This is really this is what's going to create staying power for your business. It is the number one place to be in the online world. What we're seeing is over 40%, nearly 50% of all searches are going to click into the organic section versus any of the other two sections. And they're going to click within the top 3 people. So that's one thing that we need to know. So how do you get this position, and how valuable is this position? Well, let's look at your competitor in the market, JKBM, who has the number 1 spot. Let's take a look at their at how much traffic's coming into their site and how they've kind of captured this position. So if you look at organic search, they're getting 276 visitors to their site per month from just that top listing alone. So you can see their graph here. They've dramatically increased over the last few months or the last year, generating a lot more traffic. And you can see, I can see exactly what keywords are generating their traffic and how much traffic's coming in from that. Their traffic valued for that particular position is well over nearly $8,000 per month. So that's if they were to buy that amount of traffic. So it's coming from high valued key terms. So how are they doing it, right? The ultimate question. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. I'm going to break down SEO into 3 categories. Now this is really important. 3 main categories to generate a holistic SEO campaign. The first one, which is what I'm going to highlight here, is called the technical score, or the technical build of your site. This includes your links in your site, the structure of the coding of your site, how fast your site loads, mobile optimization, all of these things that are kind of in that back-end development that makes your site functional, makes your site have high functionality or a user rating. It also helps communicate with Google's robots as they scan through your site. If you have a lot of errors embedded within your site, you have some structural issues in your build out, these robots are going to pick up on that and devalue your user score and devalue your technical score. In a competitive market like PI in almost all cities across the US, you need a strong technical score in order to rank well. So they're scoring right around 78%, which is not bad. We get all of our clients well into the 90 percentile, so it's definitely possible. But this is by far their biggest weakness for that number 1 spot. So this is by far their biggest weakness when we look at the 3 factors, and I'll show you the other 2 here in a minute. But they're scoring around a 78 percentile. I can see all the errors they have and the warnings they have on their site. So there is some chinks in their armor and ability for you to kind of jump in and take that number 1 position. Let's take a look at the second factor. So the second factor, when we look at a holistic SEO approach, is all about content on the site. So how well the site tells Google what you do and where you do it. This is incredibly important, and that's what this tool allows us to see. So this is how well you're using your key terms, how well you're using your title tags, meta descriptions, alt attributes, all of these things that tell Google what you do and where you do it, including your copy on your site, how much copy you're using, how well it's written. All of this stuff is really important. So what we're looking at here is their homepage and their main keyword, Memphis Personal Injury Attorney. So you can take a look at each page for each specific key term, making sure your key term is optimized effectively for that specific page. Really important. They're scoring at 76%, which is actually pretty high for this particular category. Most people are scoring in the 40s and 50%. So they're doing pretty well in optimizing their main homepage for this specific key term, which is allowing them to rank well for that term. So that's the second prong of the approach. The third prong, and by far the most important factor when it comes to ranking in the organic section, is what we call your domain authority. And your domain authority looks at backlinks. Backlinks are simply other websites that are including links to your business, basically cross-promoting you. So if you think about this, maybe like you just, landed a big case or closed a big deal or got a big settlement, and a local media outlet, news agency wants to write an article about the case. Boom, they do that, they post it online. That's a huge high quality score backlink coming into your site that'll dramatically increase what we call your trust flow. These would be links coming in from high valued, high authoritative websites, local EDUs, local media sources, other businesses within your local market, extremely important. Or on a national scale, just links coming from high quality, high authoritative websites will dramatically increase your domain authority. So this is Google's main factor in knowing whether or not they're ranking the best businesses #1 on their search in their search results, because this is telling them how many people are talking about your business and your basically your popularity or your credibility within a market. So this is incredibly important that you have a solid backlink strategy month in, month out, and you're generating a high number of links from high quality sources. We can also go into this and take a look at every single one of their backlinks and get a full-on review or analysis. Sorry, I'm not even logged in here. If I log in here, I'll show you this real quick. We can get a full breakdown of every single backlink that they have and how strong that backlink is, right? So this would be the trust flow and citation flow of this particular link. Now this is their strongest link, so I'm already giving you that right now. That's lawyers.law.cornell.edu. This is their strongest link coming into their site. So this is where you can do what we call cherry picking, where you can find their strongest links, match them, and then simply outdo them. I can tell you right now we can build a much stronger backlink network than they currently have within this market. All right, so that's really going to wrap up the organic section. Remember, three-pronged approach: technical score of your site, fix your errors on your site, copy on your content on your site. How well are you telling Google what you do and where you do it? And the third prong is your domain authority. Are you generating high quality backlinks? Are other sites talking about your business? All right, final section is going to be this map pack. This is fast becoming one of my favorite places to rank our clients because it builds trust rapidly, and from the mobile device you can simply click to call. If you search on your mobile phone right now for personal injury lawyers in Memphis, you'll notice that there's simply a call button that you can click in. A lot of people are clicking into this because they can see reviews and they can simply click to call. So how do you rank in the map pack? Well, let's take a look at that. There's a lot of factors that go into it. I know I'm this presentation is getting kind of long, so I'm not going to go over all of them. Just a few things I want to highlight here. Consistency of structured citations and quality and authority of those structured citations. This is a huge factor in ranking the map pack. Citations are anywhere that you put a business name, address, and phone number online. Now, these can be places like Yahoo Local, Bing, Yelp, you name it. These are all considered business directories. The more of these you have with consistency of information, the stronger that local listing appears. Map pack is also about reviews. You need to be generating a lot of reviews into your map pack. You also need to have a complete map pack. So what do I mean by that? You need to have all your information filled out in the map pack. So look, they have 120 reviews. They also have images. They have links. They have a full feature here happening on their map pack. So they're engaged in their map pack. So I know how many citations your competitors have. I know what they've done to build their map spot, and I know what they're doing in order to generate that top position. And I know what it takes in order to get you there. Your current situation is you're not in the top 3 in either the map pack or the organic section, and that's where all the business is going, bottom line. You're not visible to the clients that are searching for you every single day. Are you using PPC at all, and are you using it correctly? There's a lot of ways to do this. Facebook and YouTube are also effective channels. So I know this is a lot of information. I hope you've gleaned some really beneficial things for you and your firm to start generating more cases, to start getting more visibility within your local market. If you have any specific questions, please feel free to reach out to me. We are actively seeking a partnership in Memphis. We only work with one client per market, and we are looking for a partner currently. Let us know if you're interested in having that discussion, and we look forward to hearing from you shortly. All the best.